Hey, Patriots fans! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved New England Patriots. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. This way, you'll stay updated and never miss any breaking news or exclusive content. In what could be one of the most shocking developments of this NFL offseason, whispers have started to circulate out of Foxborough that Patriots safety Kyle Dugger has made it very clear he no longer wants to share the locker room with rookie quarterback Drake Maye. That's right. According to sources close to the situation, Dugger has privately voiced his frustrations to both teammates and members of the coaching staff, allegedly stating he doesn't believe Maye is ready to lead the team and that his presence could derail what little stability remains in New England. Now, this isn't just some minor squabble between teammates. Dugger, one of the most respected voices on the defensive side of the ball, and arguably one of the best players still on this Patriots roster, reportedly feels strongly enough about this to consider drastic measures, including sitting out or demanding a trade. While these claims haven't been confirmed officially, the rumblings have been growing louder, and it's hard to ignore the smoke. Where there's smoke, there's usually fire. In this situation, it's starting to look like a full-blown inferno inside Gillette Stadium. This could be the first major drama of the Jerod Mayo era. And if true, it's already testing the rookie coach's leadership in ways few could have anticipated. The tension between Dugger and Maye allegedly began during off-season workouts, and it wasn't just about play style or football philosophy. It was about leadership, accountability, and respect. Dugger is known for his no-nonsense approach to the game, a tone-setter on defense who takes pride in preparation, effort, and performance. From his point of view, according to insiders, Maye didn't show the kind of maturity or seriousness necessary to command a locker room at the NFL level. While other players were reportedly open to giving the rookie time to grow into his role, Dugger was less patient, feeling that a franchise with the legacy of the Patriots shouldn't be handing the keys over to someone who hasn't proven himself in the league. Dugger's comments, reportedly shared behind closed doors, were sharp, questioning not only Maye's readiness, but his entire approach to the game. Some even suggest that Dugger went so far as to say he refused to line up on the same team if Maye remained the starter. Whether that's posturing or a real ultimatum is unclear, but the tone inside the locker room has definitely shifted, and this could escalate fast if the front office doesn't get control of the situation. One possible spark for Dugger's growing resentment may have been Maye's early media presence and perceived favoritism by the coaching staff. Dugger, entering a pivotal stage in his own career and having just solidified his role as a veteran leader, reportedly felt sidelined by the narrative that Maye was the future of the franchise. Sources suggest Dugger didn't take kindly to reporters asking more questions about the rookie than about the defense, a unit that carried the team through the darkest moments of last season. Dugger has been through the highs and lows of the post-Brady era and likely feels he's earned more respect than he's getting. When a young quarterback is handed the spotlight without proving himself on the field, it can rub veterans the wrong way. And apparently, that's exactly what happened. Dugger's frustration isn't just personal, it's professional. He's not questioning just Maye as a person, but what his presence represents. Another restart, more growing pains, and a season that could be lost in the name of development. For a guy trying to win now and possibly secure a major contract down the line, that's not the situation he wants to be stuck in. But it's not just Dugger who's raising concerns behind closed doors. While he may be the only one to allegedly speak out with this level of bluntness, several Patriots players, particularly on the defensive side, are said to be quietly questioning the locker room dynamic with Maye under center. According to anonymous sources within the organization, there's been a noticeable divide in team meetings, with some players rallying behind Maye and others keeping their distance. Dugger seems to be the tip of the iceberg, a respected figure who's become the mouthpiece for a growing undercurrent of doubt. That raises some big questions for Coach Jerod Mayo and the Patriots front office. If the team is divided before Week 1, how long before this internal friction turns into public dysfunction? The Patriots aren't strangers to controversy, but in the post-Belichick era, things feel more fragile than ever. Dugger's stance, while extreme, might reflect a larger cultural issue in New England. a locker room unsure of its identity and leadership. And unless something changes fast, it won't just be a quarterback controversy. It'll be a full-blown locker room war. Some around the league believe Dugger is making a calculated move, not just airing frustration, but forcing the team's hand. By taking a strong stance, he's not only sending a message to the coaches, but also to other franchises who might be interested in his services. Dugger is entering the prime of his career, and if he believes the Patriots are heading into another rebuilding phase, he may want out sooner rather than later. This rumored ultimatum could be a strategic play to push the team into action, either by giving more control to the veterans or opening the door for a potential trade. Already, speculative trade packages are being floated by NFL insiders. Dugger to Dallas? Dugger to Baltimore? These ideas are just whispers now, but they gain traction every day this story doesn't get resolved. It's not just about MAYE anymore. This situation is putting a spotlight on New England's direction as a franchise and whether they can balance development with competitiveness. Dugger's rumored refusal to play with MAYE might seem extreme, but it could also be the most honest reflection of the mood within that building. And if he walks, that says everything. The Patriots front office has remained silent so far, refusing to address the rumors publicly. But behind the scenes, it's impossible to believe they're not scrambling to assess the damage. This is the kind of scenario that can derail a young quarterback's confidence before he even takes a real snap. If MAYE is aware of Dugger's reported comments, and let's be honest, in today's digital age, how could he not be? Then he's starting his NFL journey with a cloud of doubt hanging over him. That's dangerous. Quarterbacks need full support from their team, especially early in their careers. And if there's even a hint that the locker room isn't behind him, it can affect everything, from performance on the field to leadership dynamics in the huddle. Dugger's role in this is controversial, sure, but you can understand the tension. This is a proud player on a proud defense that's tired of being the backbone while the offense sputters year after year. For Dugger, MAYE might represent more than just a young quarterback. He might symbolize the frustration of wasted seasons and a lack of direction. And now, that frustration might be boiling over in a very public way. Fans naturally are divided. Some are siding with Dugger, saying he's earned the right to speak his mind and shouldn't be forced to tolerate what he sees as poor leadership or bad football. Others feel he's overstepping, putting his own agenda ahead of the team and making life harder for a rookie just trying to find his footing. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. Dugger's passion and leadership are undeniable, but so is the need for unity in a locker room. This isn't college football where players rotate every year. In the NFL, you have to find ways to coexist and compete, even when personalities clash. The problem is if Dugger really did say he won't play with MAYE, it goes beyond a personality conflict. It becomes a team management issue. How do you proceed when one of your top players refuses to work with your potential franchise quarterback? That's the dilemma the Patriots are facing. And no matter which way they lean, there will be consequences. This might just be the most pivotal off-field moment of the season, and it hasn't even started yet. What's perhaps most fascinating about this entire saga is how it puts Coach Jerod Mayo in the spotlight. This is his first year taking the reins from Bill Belichick, and already he's dealing with a potential crisis. The handling of this situation could define the early narrative of his tenure. If he backs Dugger, he risks undermining MAYE before he even gets going. But if he sides with MAYE and ignores the concerns of veterans like Dugger, he risks losing the respect of the locker room. It's a lose-lose if not handled perfectly. And that's a lot of pressure for a rookie head coach. Mayo, a former player himself, knows how delicate locker room chemistry can be. He'll need to balance diplomacy with authority, empathy with structure. This isn't just about managing players. It's about leading men, earning trust, and keeping the team from fracturing before the season starts. If these rumors are true, Dugger is drawing a line in the sand. Now Mayo has to decide. Does he pull Dugger back across the line, or does he let him walk? One thing is clear, this story is far from over. As we dive deeper into the rumored fallout between Kyle Dugger and Drake Maye, the question becomes, is there any coming back from this? Once a player makes a declaration as bold as refusing to play alongside a teammate, especially when that teammate is a freshly drafted face of the franchise, the dynamic inside the locker room changes forever. It's not just about football anymore. It's about trust, loyalty, and alignment of values. Sources close to the team suggest that Dugger isn't bluffing. He's reportedly doubled down on his stance in recent weeks, making it clear that unless something gives, either in terms of coaching support, team leadership, or even roster changes, he won't be suiting up in a Patriots uniform. Now, of course, no official trade request has been filed. But let's be honest, if these reports are accurate, Dugger doesn't need to file anything. The message has been sent, and the Patriots are on the clock. Will they cater to their veteran defensive star, or will they back the quarterback they just invested their future in? And if they side with MAYE, how does that affect the rest of the defense? These are the kinds of fractures that can split a team before a single regular season snap is played. What's especially wild about this whole thing is how quickly it escalated. Just months ago, Dugger was seen as a cornerstone of Mayo's vision for the Patriots' future, a tough, smart, physical defender with leadership qualities you build around. But now, according to internal rumblings, he's being painted, at least by some in the organization, as a locker room disruption. That's a tough label for a guy who's done nothing but play hard and lead by example for years. Dugger's frustration reportedly stems not from ego, but from a growing sense that the team is heading in the wrong direction. In his eyes, this isn't just about Drake Maye. It's about a front office that keeps betting on unproven quarterbacks while asking the defense to carry the load year after year. And let's be real, there's some truth to that. Since Brady left, the Patriots have been caught in quarterback purgatory, and the defense has paid the price. Dugger's outburst, if true, might be more about breaking that cycle than anything else. But even if it comes from good place, it's created a situation that now demands resolution, fast and decisively. Internally, there's growing concern that Dugger's rumored stance could embolden other players to question the team's direction. Every locker room has politics, hierarchies, alliances, and unspoken tensions. And when a respected player like Dugger takes a hard stance, it opens the door for others to express their discontent too. Multiple sources suggest there's already been a shift in energy during team meetings and practices, with certain veteran defenders appearing more distant and less engaged when MAYE is involved. While no one has followed Dugger's lead publicly, the silent tension is reportedly undeniable. That could spell serious trouble for the Patriots' 2025 campaign. The team isn't in a position to endure another year of chaos. They're trying to build something stable, something new. But stability is impossible if the locker room doesn't believe in the guy under center. Dugger's rumored defiance isn't just a personal issue. It's a potential spark that could ignite broader disillusionment within the team. And if Coach Mayo doesn't get in front of it quickly, this possibility could snowball into a disaster before the season even kicks off. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. One thing no one's talking about, at least not publicly, is how this affects Drake Maye mentally. Imagine being 23 years old, just drafted into one of the most historic franchises in the NFL, and before you've even played a single meaningful snap, a defensive leader is reportedly saying he wants nothing to do with you. That's a mental and emotional gut punch, no matter how thick your skin is. Insiders say Maye is trying to block out the noise, focusing on his preparation and trying to win over teammates with quiet confidence. But privately, it's hard to imagine this hasn't rattled him. Quarterbacks rely on team unity and belief. If you walk into a huddle and know that some guys don't respect you, or worse, actively resent your presence, that's a tough environment to grow in. Maye's development could be seriously stunted if this tension festers. And for a team that just spent a high draft pick on him, that's a risk they absolutely can't afford. Dugger's stance might reflect real frustration, but the collateral damage could be a young QB's entire foundation cracking before it's even built. From a front office perspective, this is where the real dilemma starts. If the rumors are true and Dugger genuinely won't play with Maye, then the team has to make a decision fast. Do they trade Dugger to eliminate the distraction and clear the path for Maye's leadership? Or do they risk alienating the rest of the locker room by forcing an unnatural reconciliation. Neither option is clean. Dugger has value. He's a top-tier safety with Pro Bowl potential, and he's entering the prime of his career. If they shop him, they could get real assets back, draft capital, maybe even a player swap. But trading him also sends a message to the rest of the roster. The new era is here, and if you're not on board, you're out. That could backfire. Players want to feel heard, respected, and valued. Siding too heavily with a rookie, no matter how talented, might create lasting fractures. The ideal scenario is mediation, bringing the two players together and finding common ground. But if Dugger's mind is truly made up, that ship might have already sailed. Either way, the Patriots are approaching a defining crossroads. Across the league, other teams are reportedly watching this situation closely. Executives and agents love drama like this because it often leads to movement, and movement means opportunity. If Dugger becomes available, he'll have no shortage of suitors. Defensive coordinators across the NFL would love to bring in a player of his caliber and intensity, especially if they believe his frustration in New England is situational, not systemic. Teams like the Steelers, the Chargers, the Eagles, and even the Lions could make serious offers. And you can bet Dugger's agent is already taking calls, laying the groundwork just in case things implode. For rival GMs, this could be a chance to poach a top-tier talent while the Patriots are in turmoil. From New England's side, it's a nightmare. Not only could they lose a key player, but they risk looking weak, letting a locker room conflict spiral so far out of control that it results in a forced trade. In the tightly controlled Belichick era, this would have been unthinkable. But now, the power dynamics are shifting, and the Patriots might be learning the hard way that rebuilding a franchise also means managing egos, emotions, and expectations. And then there's the fan base, the lifeblood of the Patriots franchise. They've endured a lot since Tom Brady's departure, and just when it seemed like hope was returning in the form of Drake May, this storm cloud appeared. Patriots Nation is torn. Some fans are furious with Dugger, seeing his rumored comments as selfish, disruptive, and damaging to the team's progress. Others believe he's simply telling the truth that no one else wants to say. But the Patriots have lost their edge, and handing the keys to an unproven rookie feels like more of the same dysfunction. Social media is a battlefield right now, with fans arguing in every thread, every forum, every call-in show. What's undeniable is that this story has injected real tension into the preseason. What was supposed to be a year of cautious optimism has now become a soap opera. If the Patriots don't get ahead of this, it could follow them all year. Every mistake May makes will be magnified. Every great play Dugger makes, if he stays, will be seen through the lens of his rumored discontent. The drama isn't just internal now. It's everywhere. Ultimately, what this entire situation shows is just how fragile leadership is in the NFL. You can have a great game plan, a talented roster, and a passionate fan base. But if your leaders aren't on the same page, the whole thing crumbles. Dugger and May don't have to be best friends. They don't even have to like each other. But if these rumors are true, and Dugger has truly drawn a line that rigid, it's a sign that something deeper is broken. This is about more than just one player refusing to play with another. It's about culture, trust, and what kind of team the Patriots want to be moving forward. Jerod Mayo and the front office now face the biggest challenge of their new era. Can they unite this team? Can they restore confidence and silence the growing whispers? Or will this become the latest chapter in the Patriots' slow fall from greatness? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. All eyes are now on New England. And if they don't handle this right, it could be a long, painful season ahead. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.